Hello friends, my name is Sonu Singh and once again you have started watching me to this YouTube channel. So today I'll talk about the personality development idea that is very important for you to know. We all want to make progress in our life, we all want to achieve greatness. But there are small things that stop us from achieving what we want. So let's talk about it. So first thing is that our ideas. As a human being, we keep receiving so many ideas throughout the day. And that is the reason that we never implement it. If you see a person who achieved something in their life or who is making good progress, and the person who is not achieving anything or who is not making any progress, there is only one difference, that the person who is achieving, they are the man of action. And the people who are not achieving anything in their life or who are not making progress, they are not taking action. They are just generating the ideas. So if you want to see any kind of change around you, it is very important to be a man of action. Without action, nothing is going to change. Merely having good ideas is not going to bring any kind of transformation in your life. So how does it happen that one person implement his ideas into action and he start making difference, start making change around him? Because that person make a plan. You have to do the same thing. That if you also want to make a plan, if you also want to become a man of action, then it is very important to first write down the important ideas on the paper. Because what happens that if you are receiving good ideas, you feel excited, you enjoy it, and again next day you'll have different ideas, again you'll enjoy it, and the process will keep on going. If you really want to become a man of action, then you have to write down the ideas on the paper. And when you write down the ideas on paper, make sure that you assess it on the basis of its validity, on the basis of its relevance, and on the basis of its efficiency. Suppose you pick an idea that is not relevant. So now you have to cross it, you have to remove it from your paper. If you receive an idea which is not valid, like you can think of making the road to the moon, but that is not possible. So again you'll cross the idea. You have to pick only those ideas which are valid, which are relevant, and which is possible to implement. So once you write these kinds of ideas, you start thinking about it, you start making a plan that how to actually implement it. And when you have a plan, that becomes very easy for you to implement, that becomes very easy for you to take action on. So when you start taking action, you see that change is happening around you. Sometimes we get success, sometimes we fail, but no matter what we do, we are progressing. Why? Because when you get success, you get experience. When you fail, you learn that what are the ways that are not working, and now what will be the better way to start again. And this time, you will feel more excited. It always happens that when you start anything new, you don't feel comfortable and you find it really, really hard to do. But when you start putting on more time, when you start spending more time with that ideas, you feel that now you are becoming more strategic, and it becomes easier for you to have a possible action plan, and that is really so useful to implement. So these are the processes through which you can turn your ideas into your action, and you can become a man of action. Second thing is that you have to find out your barrier. Sometimes we want to do so many things, but we don't know that what is the barrier that is stopping us. For example, someone wants to become a very fit person, but they believe that it is the money that is stopping him, because if you don't have money, you can't take admission in the good gym, or you can't have the good diet, and that's why you're not getting healthy. But that is not the way. The only hurdle, the only barrier in your way is your ability to start. If you are consistent, if you are able to start your workout, you'll see that now slowly, but change is happening in your body. So in the same manner, if you want to become a YouTuber, you have to start by recording yourself. We compare ourselves with the biggest YouTubers, that they are having good studio, good mic and good camera. But if you go and find out the starting point of their career, then you'll see that they started with the mobile. They did not have even the money to afford the stand or tripod. So you have to do the same thing, that if you want to become that, make sure that you will use whatever resources is available to you. So you have to find out the real barrier. Sometimes the barrier is not the resources. Barrier is in our mind. And that barrier is just illusionary barrier that we have created. So if you exactly focus on your barrier, you will be able to remove it, because that barrier means you have to cross it. And next thing is that you have to declutter your mind. What happens that we keep receiving so many ideas. One time we feel that this is the idea that I want to follow, and next moment I feel that now we have to implement the other ideas. You keep meeting different people, you keep getting different kind of advices, and that's how our mind is surrounded by so many ideas, and that's the reason it becomes very difficult for us to take a direction. And if you're not taking any direction, what will happen? You will live in a state of confusion. So you have to start by decluttering your idea. Decluttering means find out that what is the best idea that you want to work on it. And once you find out that this is the best idea that you want to work on, so allocate the time for that. Because what happens that if you don't allocate the time, then after some time you feel that maybe that idea is not working. Maybe other idea will appear more lucrative for you. So that's why if you allocate the time, you will be sure that now you have to follow this idea for that period of time. And if you follow any idea for a certain period of time, I'm sure that you are going to understand so many things. And many times it happens that we achieve efficiency or we achieve greatness in the way. When Jeff Bezos started his organization through selling the books, he never thought that he would become one of the richest person of the world. So that every great thing starts with a small idea, but you have to give time for it, you have to commit yourself for it, and only then you can bring the efficiency, only then you can make the progress. So once again, I want to recall the 3 points that is very important to remember if you really want to make progress in your life. The first thing is that you have to prepare a plan. If you are getting ideas, pick some ideas and start making plan about it. When you plan, it becomes very easy for you to start action. Next thing is that you have to find out your barrier. Sometimes barriers are just illusionary that is created in our mind. So if you find out the barrier, it becomes very easy for you to cross this barrier. And next thing is that you have to declutter your mind. The less noise you have, the more clarity you will develop about your goal and about your progress. So these are the things that is very important to achieve progress in your life. I hope that you'll find this video informative. And if you find this video informative, then hit the subscribe button, like and share. Thank you for staying with me. See you next video.